Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be trying out some new products from Ulta. One of the products that caught my eye was this. This is from Ulta Beauty. It is the Marvel Studios WandaVision Winged Liner Stamp Duo. And I've seen this product before, not this one specifically, but something like this. I think I seen it come off of Amazon. I think maybe it was Taylor Wynn who tested it, if I'm not mistaken. But when I seen it, I was like, you know, that might be something good for me because I want to wear wing liner, but I just can't get it. So when I seen this, I thought, let's try it. So what I like is that it has one side where the wing is for your left eye and one side where it is for your right eye. So you basically just place it and stamp it on the correlating eye. So when I tried this, I decided to test it before doing my eyeshadow because I thought if this is a complete fail, I want to be able to wipe it off and not ruin whatever eyeshadow look I already had. So I tried stamping it on either eye. That process was actually relatively easy. You just kind of place it, and I just rocked it a little bit. Now, one thing that I noticed was that I placed it way too high, but again, this was really my first time ever trying it at all. So it's kind of a trial and error process, I will say. Now, in this kit also comes the black felt tip liner. This is kind of a nice liner. It's a little messy, but the tip is nice and pointed, and when you swatch it, you don't get any fraying. I hope you can see that. This isn't fraying into the fine lines on my hand. And so when I applied this onto my eyelid and connected it to the wing, it looked really nice. And honestly, I felt that this looked nice enough that I actually wore it out the day that I tested this. And I have used it a couple times since. I think I'm getting better on the placement of the wing and then joining it with the eyeliner, but it still is taking me a little bit of time. So is this a good product? Yeah, I actually think it's really nice, especially for someone like me who wants to wear a wing liner but just can't quite master it. The actual products in and of themselves are nice formulas. Like this liner is black, it dries down nicely, and it doesn't fray or, you know, is that the right word, where it just like starts to spider out? It doesn't do anything like that. So this is a product that I definitely will continue to use. So after I tried the liner and I decided I liked it, I did go ahead and take it off, and I wanted to play with this palette. This is from Makeup Revolution, the Ultimate Nudes Light Eyeshadow Palette. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like these are supposed to be dupes for something from Huda Beauty. I'm not exactly sure. But I picked this one just because I liked the tones in it. Especially with spring, and I got this before Easter. I thought this is just really pretty pastel-y flowers. I don't know. I just really liked it. So I went in and I played with some of these mattes. Let me swatch it for you. So here are my poorly swatched mattes. Now, one issue that I had when I first got this palette was looking at these two pink shades. I thought, why did they put these two pink shades that look so similar into this palette? Like, why wouldn't they give me something different? This one is a little bit darker, but honestly, it's not different enough to warrant putting both of those shades in this palette. Like, why didn't they give us instead of this matte pink, give me a darker matte pink or a lighter pink shimmery shade to give me something very bright and pretty, like for the inner corner? I don't know. I was really confused by that. But I do like the fact that they have this shade for all over the lid. And then as far as these other shimmery shades, let me swatch those for you as well. These are definitely the star. Sorry, ignore that. I just did a full face testing products from Flower Beauty, and I tried a lip stain, so that's what this is. If you want to see that, I'll link it for you above and below. But definitely these are the stars of the show. Now, I feel like I got a nice look with this eyeshadow palette for sure. It didn't really blow me away like I had hoped it would. It's not bad by any means. It's not anything where I was like truly disappointed, other than these kind of two repeating shades. Is it a nice palette? Yes. Is it pretty for spring? Absolutely. I don't know. I just wish there had been something in this that was like, oh yeah, that's the selling point. But there really wasn't. Is it bad? No. Is it anything exciting? No. Are the colors pretty? Absolutely. So if you don't have these colors and you want something that is really pretty for springtime and just that very pastel-y pretty color, this is a good palette. They blend nicely, but definitely these shimmers are the star of the show for this palette. After I did the eyeshadow look, I did go back in with the Winged Liner Stamp Duo. Felt like it did great. I felt like this glided very nicely over the shadows. It was pigmented, it dried down, and I feel like it did a really nice job. So again, I'm really excited that I found this. I don't really care that it's WandaVision or anything like that. Sorry, all of my Marvel people. Like, that wasn't the selling point for me. But is it a good product? Yeah, I actually really do like this. One of the products that I got for free because I spent so much on NYX products was this Bear With Me Cannabis Stevia Seed Oil Lip Conditioner. So I just thought I would try it on to nourish my lips, and it is really nice. It has an interesting scent to it. I don't know if that's the seed oil or cannabis or whatever it's called. But yeah, did it nourish my lips? Absolutely. It was a nice little product. Would I ever buy this like on its own? No, probably not. Am I glad I got it for free? Of course. And did I use it? Yeah, it was nice. And I left it on while I started the process of my makeup. But it's not something that I would ever purchase in and of itself. So the next product I tried, also from NYX, is the Bear With Me Luminous Tinted Skin Serum. So this product I just happened to run across when I was looking on Ulta, and I thought, that looks really interesting. Let me give that a try. When I applied it, the only thing I applied it over was my catrice spray. And I did end up using a flat top kabuki on one side, and then I attempted to use like my hand on the other side, but I have to say I did prefer it with the flat top kabuki in the application process. And when they say luminous, they are not kidding. This was so luminous and not dewy, like luminous. But I definitely preferred the coverage with the, like I said, flat top kabuki. Unfortunately though, I don't have it here to show you because I did return it. Even though it was nice for the price, because I believe it was close to $17. I don't know, it wasn't something that I needed. Like, if I didn't already have some serum foundations or some primers that I can put underneath that really give me that luminous look, maybe I would have kept it. But for the amount I had to use to get the coverage I wanted, for the price of the product, it didn't feel like it was worth keeping to me. It was definitely pretty. I mean, the luminosity was no joke. But even though I liked it, I don't know, I guess I didn't like it enough to keep it. And having the collection I already have, it just wasn't anything that wowed me to the point where I felt like it stood out. So while I liked the finish, the coverage was definitely light. Not so much really buildable. Even though it's buildable, it's still going to remain a light coverage. So is it a pretty product? Yeah. Will I be using it again? Obviously not, because I already returned it. Tarte released the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. So Shape Tape is a concealer that has been around for a long time. It's a staple in a lot of people's routines. For me, based off the reviews I've seen, I always felt that it would be too drying for me. So I never tried it out. But when I seen that they had the Ultra Creamy, I thought, let's give it a try. So I have the shade 8B Porcelain Beige. And I did just get the mini, which is kind of hilarious, honestly. But here is the color. It's a really nice shade match for me. So I did decide to apply this over top of the Luminous Skin Tint from NYX. So on the day I applied it, I noticed that it definitely is creamier. It did not feel drying. It did not look drying. I definitely feel like it brightened my face. However, I still felt like I could see some purple coming through from the concealer. So that was a little bit of a letdown because I really wanted it to give me the coverage I needed to conceal. So it's a product that I'm going to play with some more because I didn't try to build it up at all. I didn't go back in and put a little bit and try to cover more of the purple that was coming through, because it did brighten, because the finish was nice. It's definitely a product that I will play with some more to see if I can build the coverage. Okay, the next product I tried is also from NYX. It is their Luminous Cheek Tint, and this was in peach bronze. Now, the first thing I noticed about this product was that when I went to squeeze it out, it already was like a third of the way empty. Like, I had to squeeze down pretty far to get some product to come out. And when I first looked at it, I was kind of confused because it said bronze and there was only 3 shades. I thought this was a liquid bronzer. So I jumped on the website and I read the description just to be safe, and it's actually a cheek serum. Like, I know that sounds dumb because when I looked on the product, it said cheek serum, but for some reason, only having 3 shades and those shades saying bronze, I don't know, for some reason I was thinking bronzer in my mind. Honestly, I wasn't that impressed. Upon application, it kind of just disappeared. Like, I had this little bit of a glow, this little bit of a peachy tint, but out of the other products that we've tried, like if you haven't seen my cream blush video where I compared 8 different ones from the drugstore, which I'll link for you above and below, this just didn't even meet the mark at all. I was not impressed with this. Like, the luminosity was pretty, but it just did nothing for me, so I actually ended up returning this product as well. Another product I got free with my NYX purchase was this Filler Instinct. Is that all it says? Filler Instinct. I don't know if it's a lipstick or, okay, plumping lip color. And this is in the shade Beach Casual. First of all, I love the packaging. That totally vibes with me. So it is just a lipstick, and it says it's a plumping lip color. I don't know about that, but I do like it. I like the sheen. I like the naturalness of it. Yeah, I just think it's really pretty, super simple. It wouldn't go well under a mask, obviously, right now, but okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit of the cooling sensation. It's not as intense as the Buxom, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I really do like it. Is it something I would purchase on its own? No, it's not. But just for trying it out that day, it's a pretty color. It gave me a very nice natural look to my lips. It's definitely, that shade in particular is probably best for someone who already has color to their lips. If you don't, it's not really going to add a lot. It's more the sheen that it's adding and the plumping effect. So was it nice? Yeah. Would I purchase it of my, own doing? No, probably not. My top recommendations would be the Tarte Ultra Creamy. I like the finish of it. Again, I like the brightening effect, and I do want to play with it some more to see if I can build up the coverage. But honestly, the winner chicken dinner has to be the Winged Liner Stamp Duo. I mean, this just made the process so easy for me. I have wore this probably 3 or 4 times since filming that video, and even that day, even though the wings were a little bit too high, I felt like it looked good enough that, again, like I said, I actually wore it out in public. So this has to be probably the winner for me. This palette definitely comes in a very close second. It's pretty. I feel like the look was really nice that I created, but it just isn't mind-blowing like I wanted it to be. So these are probably my top 2, and then this is coming in close second for the products that I tried from Ulta. So let me know your thoughts down below. Did anything stand out to you? Have you tried the Ultra Creamy? Is this like going to be as hyped up as I thought it was going to be? I don't know. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.